Go ahead and smash that subscribe button and become Hello and welcome back to channel MOB with me, Maj on the beat.
Gotta keep my body mirrored up, gotta keep my nails and toes done, gotta go and do my hair, gotta keep my makeup fresh. $1 million hits,
If this is your first time here, go ahead and smash that subscribe button and become a part of La Familia. If you are a returning mobster, welcome back. In today's episode, we're going to do this smoky brown look with glitter accents. It's popping from top to bottom. It's warm colors all on the eye, brown accents up underneath, lots of lash. This is a full beat. I told y'all we're not going to keep it natural all the time. That's not how we do things over here. We go for a full beat down. Mobster beat down, period. So if you'd like to see how to get this look, go ahead and keep on watching. It's the mob. All right, mobsters, we are back at it again. Now, I did do my brows off camera. If you're looking for a more detailed brow situation, go ahead and refer back to our first video. But I did take my favorite concealer on a flat brush and am carving out my brows and pulling the concealer down for an easier blending situation. Now, don't mind me. I was jamming to Jasmine Sullivan at this particular time, so I'm gonna be going off a little bit. Don't forget to, you're not gonna demonetize me. Okay, so now I'm taking a concealer that's a little bit closer to my skin complexion and blending that out with a buffer brush to get a nice clean base on the eye, so that when we go in with our eyeshadow, we get the most saturated color payoff possible. Next, we're going to go in with my favorite moisturizers and primers. Now, today I am going for a smooth, dewy look. So I want to make sure any big pores are filled in the way that they're supposed to be. Want to make sure my skin is amply moisturized. So I took a little bit of time on this part. Don't be afraid to prime. Not to prime is a crime, like my good girl Nikki Tutorials always says. So get that worked into the skin and let it sit a little bit before you go in with your foundation. Pause. Did you hydrate today? Mobsters, drink water. Go get you some water. So right here, I'm grabbing my third and final kind of pore filling primer and just really pressing that into my very porous areas on my face. Go ahead and grab your Too Faced Born This Way foundation. Mine is in the color Mocha. Put 2 pumps on the back of my hand and using my finger today just to distribute it pretty evenly across my face before I go in with a Beauty Blender sponge. I'm sorry, no, this isn't Beauty Blender. This is by Real Techniques. Love their sponge. Make sure it's wet and it has swollen up before you go to apply this. And this will also add to the skin look that we're going for today, that dewy finish. Remember, this is a medium coverage foundation and it is hydrating. This is not the matte version of the Born This Way foundation. This is the hydrating one. So I'm going for the glow today. I want a very skin-like finish. So continue to go ahead and buff that, press that into the skin. And remember, do not be caught off guard by how dark my forehead is. I love it. We will be bringing that color back very shortly when it comes to contouring and bronzing. Now, because this is a medium coverage foundation and I am going for a full glam beat today, I did put 1 more pump of that same foundation on the back of my hand, distributed it, and am buffing that in just for another layer of coverage. I want to look like a walking filter. Okay? Next, we're going to go in with some correcting. This concealer is pretty close to my original skin tone. So anywhere where I have a little bit of discoloration, hyperpigmentation that I kind of want to cancel out, I'm going to use this first. Now, it is giving me a little bit of a brightening effect just because, you know, I told y'all before I done got chocolate this summer. So it is a little bit brighter, but I am still going to go in with an even brighter concealer on top of this once I blend this out, you know, for that I'm awake effect up under my eyes. So as you can see, I'm letting the concealer under my eye sit. The longer you let your concealer sit, the more of a color payoff you're going to get with it. So I waited until that was the last thing for me to blend out. And now I'm blending that out and I have a nice amount of coverage with that Juvia's Place concealer. Here I'm going in with the lighter color I told you about. This is number 15. The one before was number 13. And I'm also using that once again for the reverse contour on my nose. Once again, I did let that lighter concealer sit. Of course, you know, I cut it out in the interest of saving time. But after I let it sit for a little bit, I went ahead with the Beauty Blender, pinched it together just to get in the crevice of the eye and blended it out. And I got a dope amount of coverage with that. Remember to go ahead and put it on the high points of your face, so in between your eyebrows and, of course, the bridge of your nose for that beautiful highlighted effect. Remember, when you're using your Beauty Blender to blend out, especially your skin products, use a light hand. I know it looks like I'm physically beating my face, but this application is light as a feather. I'm going in with my finger with a little bit more of that number 15 just on the inner corners. Honey, I've been working a lot and I have bags under my eyes that I can sell to Gucci. We need to remove those. Next, I'm going to go in with my Beauty Bakery powder in the color Oat just to set that concealer. And I'm doing a little bit of setting on top of my eyelid as well because I had noticed a little bit of creasing. I am not a quote-unquote baker, even though I am using Beauty Bakery powder, flour powder. I like to take the powder and press it into my under eye and press it on my skin as opposed to kind of clumping it up and letting it bake. My skin actually has not been as oily as what it has been known to be in the past. So this method works best for me, but definitely use your setting powder according to what works best for your particular skin type. Now, the one place I do like to clump up is on my nose. Ooh, I think I inhaled. God bless me. Once I put that powder on the bridge of my nose, I like to go in with a clean blending brush and just kind of carve around until I get the desired shape that I want as far as the bridge of my nose. I really want that like kind of pinched look. On to contouring. Today I'm grabbing Black Opal Stick Foundation in the color Hazelnut and placing that right in the hollows of my cheeks, up under my lips, erasing that double chin, and of course around the perimeter of my forehead and on the sides of my nose. After which I'll be following through with a dense, kind of fluffy brush to blend it all out. Now, I don't know about you, but it is so extremely satisfying to watch a contour blend out. I don't know why. It's just, When the dimensions come back in, ooh, I must have been hot. Yes, fan yourself, girl. Don't melt that off. But like, it's just so beautiful. Enjoy this. I'm gonna let you enjoy this. I like to blend my contour in an upwards motion, just because I don't really have like cheekbones per se. I have a very like round face. So I like to give the illusion that my face is like a little bit more lifted. And that's why when it comes to blending out my cheek contour, I like to blend it up as opposed to down. I hope that made sense. And baby, any good makeup artist will tell you, take that contour on your jaw and blend it down your neck. Very important. MLB secret number 1 for the day. Take your beauty blender and go over your contoured areas if you find that it is too harsh. It will dull it down. MLB secret number 2. Before going in with your contour powder, dip a fluffy brush in your translucent powder, dust it all over your face. It'll make your powdered contour go on like butter. Now here I'm going in with a small blending brush to blend out my nose contour, and I was finding that color payoff was a little too harsh for me. So I went back in with my finger to take some of the product off and blend it out to give more of a natural appearance. Remember to blend that contour up into the front of the brow. For powder contour, I like to stamp and then buff out. Today I'm using the Black Radiance contour kit in the color Light to set the cream contour on my face. Now today we're going for a warm brown smoky eye. I'm using the Zulu and Warrior 2 palette, I believe, from Juvia's Place, and focusing with those warm browns. For my crease transition color, however, I am dipping into that kind of orangey color in the Warrior palette and applying that to the crease of my lids. Now, just to get a color payoff, I'm really stamping this color on. No particular shape. I just want to get the product on there first before I hit the blend out. My philosophy with this, I like to stamp the color on first and then go in to start to buff it. What you screaming for? After the warm kind of orangey color is placed in the crease, I'm digging into that super warm reddish brown, and I was really feeling this color payoff. You saw it after the first swipe. Amazing. I'm putting that all over the lid first, and then a little later on you'll see me kind of blend it up to kind of mesh those two colors together. I wanted this color payoff to be really rich, so you will see me digging in, packing on, digging in, packing on over and over again until I get the desired color payoff that I want. Now going back in with the original orangey color from that Warrior 2 palette and in a circular motion buffing out my crease. I want a seamless blend from one color to the next. Go ahead and dig back into that warm brown and start to buff that in to your bottom lash line and really smoke it out. Go ahead and dip into that pink kind of shimmer color in your Zulu palette. Now this color is really dope because it gives off a gold reflex in its shift. Like it shifts from pink to gold, gold to pink. It's so pretty. Go ahead and pop that on the inner corner. I like to pull it up a little bit just to give the illusion that my eyelid is a little bit bigger than what it is. Hopping back into that Warrior 2 palette with an angled blush brush, dip into that kind of peachy pink color and use it for blush, honey. They are multifunctional. I love how natural this blush blends in with my contour. It is gorgeous. And honestly, I have yet to find a skin tone that this particular blush or this particular eyeshadow that I use as blush does not work on. Works on everybody. Next, I'm going to dig into this loose powder bronzer by MAC and dust it onto the high points of my face. Now, I will admit, this is not showing up the way that it does on my more melanated sisters. Obviously, I did not get as chocolate as I thought I did this summer. So, to top that off and really get a glow, I'm going to go into this Urban Decay highlighter, which, oh, yes, it gives me everything I need, honey. Look at that glow. So anyway, I'm just putting that on the high points of my face to give me the gleaming, beaming highlight that I am going for on the high points of my cheekbones, Cupid's bow, a little bit in the middle of my forehead, and on the nose. Hey, I wanted to take a break in the voiceover and just let you know that this next part that is about to occur is completely optional. I'm just feeling a little inspired. I want to zhuzh this brown, blown out, smoky kind of look up just a little bit. Feel free to stop right here because this is already beat. Lashes, a nude lip, or a dark brown lip, or a burgundy lip, or a red lip. You can go anyway with this. But I'm about to kick it up just a little bit. Okay, let's get back to it. So even though I'm being a complete loser and I am about to be blocking the shot, what I'm taking is a pencil brush and some eyelash glue and putting it underneath my lashes on my bottom lash line. I'm going to say that one more time. I'm taking the eyelash glue and putting it underneath my lashes on my bottom lash line, after which I'm taking a very fine brown glitter and pressing it into that glue once it's become a little bit tacky, just to give a little bit of sparkle on the bottom lash line, and it's really, really pretty. So after finishing your other eye, you can totally stop here. It is still absolutely gorgeous, but I still felt like it was missing a little bit of sparkle. So I'm gonna take a chunky gold glitter, kind of holographic, and pop two tiny little pieces right on the inner corners of my bottom lash line. And look how this zhuzhes it up. Zhuzhes. I feel like if I mixed it, I could probably turn it up. It sounds just like Grandpa.
I know, it's crazy. That is crazy, dude.
All right, and for MLB secret number 3, if you do not have a lip liner, take your favorite rich brown foundation or foundation stick on a pencil brush and use it to line your lips. Today I'm using the Black Opal foundation stick in the color Ebony Brown. Now I'm going for an ombre kind of look today. I do think that if I would have popped a nude gloss right on the inside of this, it still would have been absolutely gorgeous. But for your ombre lip, take that foundation that's on your pencil brush and just kind of feather it in the corners and on the top and bottom so that you have a nice gradient from liner to lipstick. Now today I'm using CoverGirl's Liquid Lava in this beautiful red orangey color. To look at it in person, it actually has a pinky kind of shift to it. For the completion of this look, go ahead and put a nice generous coat of mascara on your bottom lashes and a little on your top to blend your lashes together, and top it off with some dewy setting spray to give your skin that nice, healthy, skin-like glow. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, a warm brown smoky eye with glitter accents and dewy summertime skin. If you made it to the end of this video, thank you so much. Go ahead and smash that like button, subscribe, and share with your friends and fellow mobsters. Remember to follow me on my social medias at Maj on the beat. And remember, you are the boss of your life. Live it unapologetically. Until next time. Mwah.